everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Di's Shorts. And I'm going to take you on a plant tour today. I thought it'd be fun to share some of my plants that have just taken over the house. So I thought that would be fun to do today. I'm also a little sad. I just found out that Catherine O'Hara passed away. Oh, and I just loved her as an actress. And I watch Schitt's Creek all the time. And she played Moira. So I'm just a little sad. You know, it's not like she was a family member, but I just feel sad about that. So yeah. All right, so if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So welcome to my channel. So during the video premiere, I will be in the chat room with my friends, so head on over there. If you're watching the replay and you have a question or a comment, leave it below, and then YouTube will let me know. So yeah, so I'm just going to kind of walk you around. I'm going to switch from my webcam to my phone, so the quality might be a little bit different. The mic will be different. And we're just going to go around. Now, I am not I think the word is a botanist. I'm a stamper, not a botanist. So if I am wrong with the plant name, I apologize. But it's fun. And most of these plants, pretty much all of them, I got off of Whatnot. It's an app on your phone, but you can watch it on your computer. And people basically sell stuff on this app. And there's a video, like have a show or whatever. So you're watching the video, it's like live. And then they go, oh, I have blah, blah, blah. And then you bid on it. Or, you know, it depends on what kind of way they do the show. Or sometimes it's just like, this is a price. You know, if you want it, it's yours kind of thing. So that's where I've gotten pretty much everything. Most of my little pots I've picked up, you know, at Goodwill or Home Goods, you know, Hobby Lobby or whatever, but I just have an array of different things. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to stop blabbing so we can get started. So I guess you don't have to close your eyes because I'm just going to switch to my camera. Okay, we'll start with this guy. And this is a satin pothos. So most of these I got from Whatnot, and they came in as little leaves, so I just planted them. I also got the pots from Whatnot too. But I love this one. I can't wait for it to start, you know, growing. This is just a regular old pothos. But what's fun is, like, look at these leaves back here. They're like variegated, but it came from the same plant. So I don't know. Now this guy looks sad only because I cut back on him and I added that trellis. So he just got watered, so he will come back. Here is my money tree that is slowly making it. And I just got an order from Whatnot the other day, and with the weather, you know, the storms and stuff, it took 10 or 11 days for this poor box to get to me. It sat in the post offices for days, and I don't know if any of these will make it. So the girl is super sweet, and she's gonna resend them, but she says just, you know, cut off the dead part and see if they'll root. So that's what they're doing. I don't know. But, so yeah, so here are some monsteras that are loving this light. I put this light up there. So these monsteras are loving it. This is another one that came from that same one that it sat. So I don't know if that one will make it or not. Then I have ficus. I love my ficus tree. So this just kind of sits in the corner of my studio. So you can kind of get an idea, you know, what that looks like. And then of course I'm going to come over here and show you all of these babies. So I have their names written down so I can kind of remember. I think I have them all. If I make a mistake, I'm a stamper. I'm not a botanist, if that has anything to do with plants. But anyways, all right, so here we go. So we have string of hearts, and this was, I remember this always being on Granny's porch. So when I saw this, I just had to get it, and she's slowly growing. We have, let's see, calico kitten, and now I'll take this out. All right, because most of these are all succulents, and they pretty much all go by the soak and dry method, where you want them to be bone dry, and then you water them fully. So I kind of know that now. All right, this is Silver Peak, and I love the look of these. They have almost like a film on them, but look how good he's doing. He's even got some new growth coming, so I will take that out too. Oh, look at that. So see, this guy could probably get watered. So I just I have a water, like a water gauge or whatever, but I also just use let's see here, I also just use a wooden skewer, and if I stick it in there and nothing sticks on it coming out, then I know it's dry. So that's a way to do it too. All right, then we have Old Lady Cactus. Now I have a couple of her. I love this one, and it's hard to see, but she gets these beautiful pink flowers, almost like a crown. So you can kind of see where there's going to be some coming. Just love that. These are actually airplants, so you just mist those every couple days. And then Jeff had a piece of bark out in his shop, and I said, drill some holes in it, and I just stuck them on there. All right, so this is Philodendron Red Emerald. So I have another leaf coming. This is String of Turtles, and it is doing amazing. I love my string of turtles. And see their little leaves? They actually look like turtles. And then usually, you know, if you feel them and they're kind of plump, you know that they don't really need watering. Same with my string of hearts. If I just go like this and they're little, I don't squeeze them hard, but just a little bit, then I know they're good. All right, let's see. Now this is a poor money tree, a baby money tree. I don't know if this is going to make it or not, but I will give it a shot. All right. Now, this is one of the little mini gardens that I made. And it's got, let's see, Buddha's temple, which is this one right here. And then this is like a rice cactus. There's some jade. There is baby necklace. This is donkey tail. And these are like echeverias, like different kinds. So this is like, I think this one is Lola. They all have such pretty names. This is a sedum, and they call it nerds because they look like little nerds. This is a calacho, and I can't remember now. Flaming Katie, I think it is. But look at how pretty that little flower is. And then here's that rice. So I just got that. It's like a rice cactus or something. And so I just, a couple, when I was like cleaning out the little moss that comes in it. Because I take the moss out because I find that the moss keeps those little gnats. So a couple of the little rice dealies came off, and they had little roots. So that's when I just stuck it over here. We'll see what it does. All right, so we have calico hearts. I love this one, and I just put it in a little bunny cup or whatever. This one is aloe. It's a Christmas carol. I love this, how it's so bumpy looking. So that one's really cool. This is another air plant. This is another one that came yesterday that I don't know if it's going to survive or not. It might be a prayer plant. I need to pray on it for it to live. These are just some little echeveria leaves that I'm trying to root. This is a little mini garden that I got, like it was already made like that. So it has a whole bunch of a variety, you know, of things in it. Here's some little gems. So now I can pull that out of there too. And I love the little hedgehog pot. All right, so this is Cobweb Hens and Chickens, which is really fun. So I'm excited because this one will actually like get little babies around it. So it looks like a cobweb, but it's not really a cobweb. Then we have, what is this one? Pink Lady. Look how cute these are. And this is Ruby Slippers, I believe. And then Monkey Tail. Then, of course, we have good old variegated spider plant. Then we have, and hopefully this is okay that I'm doing this. All right, this is baby toes. So they really do look like baby toes. I think this is tiger jaw. Because look at those, almost like, they do look like they have teeth. Then we have a pickle plant. And then I have a couple little peperomias. I'm trying to root those. Here's another old lady. Another one of the money plants, so we'll see. This is a Hoya wax plant. And this is bear paws. So look, don't they really look like a little bear paw? The little fingers? And it's it feels so soft and velvety. A snake plant. This is a calancho. Now some people say calanco. I just say calancho. Desert sunrise. And look at it. It's got flowers on it. So I love that. And then here is my terrarium. I'll open that up so you can see. So I've got a peperomia in there. There's an orchid in there. The little one to the left behind the red one is String of Frogs. And I'm not for sure the names of the other ones, so I apologize. But I love how that is. And I have my little Scooby-Doo in there. All right. And then this is another little mini garden that I made. So I have, so yeah, like ruby slippers. See, it's got that red. So that other one over there that I said ruby slippers should get the red on it as well. Then this is Calancho Panda. And it is fuzzy too. And look at the different colors. Then I stuck another one of those little rice dealy bobs. I got some more nerds. I love the nerds. And they're a great little filler kind of plant. This one is Topsy-Turvy. Oh, I forgot to look up that one. I apologize. And then I love how these are flowering. Again, I forgot about that one. Oh my gosh, I'm really cut off for some reason. All right, so I apologize. I don't have, and I probably had these written down, and then I wasn't sure what they went with. But anyways, so I'll go slow enough, and then you can always lens them, because that's what I ended up doing most of the time. I just Google lens them. Then I have variegated string of pearls. And then this is, what is this one? Hold on a second. Let me spin it. It is, oh, a Nanook. And it's pink, and it's a trailing. And this is the first mini garden that I ever did. And I just keep adding plants, you know, taking plants away. And it has been in here for a couple of years. But like I said, I add, so this is like a Haworthia. And I like these because they don't have to be in the light. Like I have some in the house, and they're just next to a regular light, not a grow light. So we have, let's see, we have the buttons, string of buttons, baby necklace. There's some more nerds. There's some jade plants. All right. Now this one, I wish it was blooming, but this is a goldfish plant. And when the flowers come out, I don't see any coming yet. They look like little goldfish. All right, and then this one is, what is this one? This is Ruby Necklace. Now I'm thinking I'm wrong. Okay, so this is Ruby Necklace, and then this is Ruby Slippers. I might have said that wrong. But anyways. All right, then we'll go down to the bottom. And then this is a Karoo Rose, which is kind of like they're like a live rock or something. And you just kind of want to ignore them. Yep, you just kind of ignore them. And of course, little ficus. Then we have E.T. fingers. Now these are just some of the generic names. I think it's called trumpet jade, but it looks like E.T. fingers. This one is crinkle leaf, or they sometimes call it turtle feet or something like that. Then we have a red moon cactus. I put it in this pot because I was like, oh, it kind of looks like a moon cactus pot that it is. I just pick up a lot of these pots at Goodwill. All right. Then we have, what is this one? Oh, this is pin cushion. And it kind of looks like an owl eyeballs. This is domino. And this one is a rainbow hedgehog. And this is a sedum. What is that? I'm trying to read it. Oh, goodness me. This is a, firestone sedum. And I just stuck it in a little pitcher. Isn't that cute? But I have them in their nursery pot. See, the nursery pot is in there. It's just like sitting in there. And then I just take it out to water and then I plop it back in there. So it looks cute. And then my beautiful little fairy. I just love her. I love her so much. All right, this is just a regular, whatchamacallit, string of pearls. Then you have Rick Rack, and that really does look like Rick Rack, doesn't it? Or it's also called Devil's Backbone, I think. Here's another one of those rock ones. This is Bird's Nest, which really looks like a bird's nest. And then some of my, these are just ivy, English ivy. This one is called Fuzzy Wuzzy, and he looks like a little monster climbing out of there. And then these are like that moon cactus, but they've been grafted on a cactus. And so this one got some root rot. Or like the side of it, like the side of the green was starting to rot. So I cut it back till the rot was gone. And now I just have him setting in there and hoping that he will start to get some roots on him. All right. And then this is Haworthia Cathedral Window. And this is one that's so pretty, but oh, it's another one that I've killed before. And then we've got, Thanksgiving cactus, another echeveria, and see how he's getting long. So I did take him out of his pot the other day and I potted him down lower. Another Thanksgiving cactus. And then this one, oh my gosh, I'm like down on my hands and knees. This is a purple rose anonium or something like that. But look. That looks cool, right? It's like almost black. Then we have a Madagascar palm. I love how that looks. And he looks pretty healthy. I have a bigger one outside. Then we have, this is a crested dinosaur back. Is he cool? And then that's bunny ears. That's a mammillaria. This is desert rose, so it will flower. So most of these will flower. Isn't that weird? Like a prickly old cactus will flower. That's fairy castle. I love how that looks. Another rock. I'm waiting for my plants to go in that one. I had my jade in there and then I put it outside. All right, so this, I love these. This is monkey tail. And this is corn cob, Indian corn cob. And it's got some pink on it. All right, so I think that's all from there. And then underneath is just, pots, extra pots and stuff like that. All right, so let's go in the house. More pots that are waiting for plants. All right, another little ficus. And these ficuses I have just propagated. I've cut them from a bigger ficus and then I just root them. Then I make my own trees. It is fun to propagate and see if it works. This is a rippled peperomia. And I love how good this one looks. He is happy to be there. And then this is a Chinese friendship plant. And she looks pretty happy too. She's got a bunch of new leaves coming. And these are a couple more of those pots I got. They're 3D printed. And they're just so pretty. They're very, very cool looking. Okay, so here is another Haworthia. So I showed you that one in my studio that was really, really bright green. So here's a darker one, and I think it's like a Haworthia zebra or something like that. But like I said, don't ever quote me on my names. But see how there's like little ones growing underneath it? Very cool. This is the very rare Jeff Gibbs plant and his dog, Winston. Say hi. Okay. Then we have crested Medusa head. So see how she's got all those things growing? This one confuses me because, see, it's got some orange in there. And I'm like, well, I don't know what it's doing. This is another little garden that mini garden that I planted. Then it's got some donkey tail. These ones are called jelly beans. They're so cute. And then some echeveria. And then we've got a blue candlestick, some more echeverias. There's some ghost plant. And this is a comet jade. And then this is actually from my zebra plant. So it got super, super tall, like really, really tall. And like the leaves were gone from, the base of it. So I Googled it and it says you can cut it off and get some roots. So I'm hoping, I just did it the other day. So I don't see any yet, but it's just in the water. It looks nice and healthy in the water. It's got some little ones coming. And then what I did was I cut, so here's the mama plant that I cut that from, right there. And then these two are from the stem. I cut the stem again, and then I just stuck them in there because there was like nodes and stuff. So we'll see. I'll let you know if anything happens. Guys, I put outside because eventually they'll be planted outside. Some of the ones that are in the house also will be cactus-wise. So this is a white beryl. Isn't she pretty? This is a variegated elephant bush. And then this is Old Man of the Andes. So I had the old lady and the old man. So I ended up bringing him out here. I could have left him in the house. He probably would have been fine. But he is super spiky. So I'm going to plant him outside. And this is just a little thing that we have in our front alcove or whatever. So yeah. So these are portulaca, which is related to the elephant bush, I believe. If not, they propagate like that. Like I can just cut them back and they'll grow. And then this is a little kind of a cactus garden that Jeff's got here. He put the fence around it so nobody by accident walks on them. And then my friend Rhonda, she gave me these three, and then I'll add that old man one that I just showed you. I'm not for sure the name of these guys, but they get these beautiful white flowers. I want to say that's an old man too, but look how hairy. Oh. This is my crazy planting table that's outside. So some of these, will just stay in their pots or whatever, but some of them will get planted in the ground. But there's that big Madagascar palm. So there's a bigger one, like the one I have in the house. Then we have the African milk tree. So these guys still have their names on them. This is another one that Rhonda, hey Rhonda, she gave me, and this is a peanut plant. It's a peanut cactus. But see all the babies? And then you just pop them out and they just grow, like, and it will flower. There's another bunny ears. This is Mother of Millions, and I did lop her top off. I don't see any babies yet, but they get babies along the edge, and then they just grow. So this is Mother of Thousands, so it's a little bit different. This is another kind of bunny ears. This is actually growing from my avocado pit. I don't think I'll ever get avocados, but it's still cool. There's the jade plant that was in my studio. I brought it out here. It was getting some little, I don't remember what they were called, some little bugs. So I thought, you know what, it'll be all right outside. So I brought it outside. And then there's another little cactus back there. What is he called? Hold on a second. He is Eve's Needle. I don't know where they come up with these names, but that one's Eve's Needle. So yeah, and then this is what covers those, but I don't think we're going to have, so it looks horrible, but that's what we were throwing over top of this when it was freezing, just to, make sure they didn't die. And then we have Jeff's table, which is totally growing like crazy. And this is elephant's plant. So see, I can grow that like crazy. And then I found a couple of these at Goodwill. So I just put some pansies and stuff in them. He just stuck them onto the side of the table. So I like to have a little bit of color. Our neighbor's chickens are going cuckoo. All right. And I love my lady's face. And this is just a boxwood. These are my narcissus. So this year, I got a lot of leaves, not a whole lot of flowers. So I'm just going to put them, plant them outside in a pot. And whether they flower next year or not, it won't matter. They will still come up as a leaf, so. All right, here's another one of those things I got at Goodwill. He put on the side of the other side of it. And I want to do something different in there. But for now, it just holds those. So I grabbed that at Goodwill too, and it's kind of high up on the house, but it's got some pansies in there and alyssum, I think, but it probably should have been hung a little lower, but you don't want to bang your head on it. Then we have, I think this is rosemary, if I'm not mistaken. And then this is just more of that elephant plant. I mean, I stick it and it just grows like everywhere. And then Rhonda also she brought me some of these, and this is like big, it's still elephant plant, but it's like a bigger version. So I just stuck it in that pot. And then this is more my Canadian flag. But this right here, so that's what I mean. So this is just that narcissus from last year or the year before. And it just, comes back. And then it will die, when the summer comes. And then I just cut it back, and then it grows again. So even if it doesn't flower, it still kind of looks cool, right? Like, just almost like a spider plant, but it's not. And then these are just sitting here on the table. So this is the top of that Mother of Millions in the pot. So you can kind of see, right here, that's a baby. That's a baby coming. And then they drop and then they grow. So that's kind of why it's called that, because they just drop and grow. And then this is that jade that was in that red pot in the house. So I just brought it out here so it can live on the back porch. And this is just a smaller Mother of Thousands. This is a pair of scissors. This is more of the elephant plant. And my amaryllis. This is amaryllis from last year, and it never flowered, but the leaves are here, so it's green. So I haven't killed it yet. But let me show you what I did with the amaryllis flowers from this plant. Okay, so this is the amaryllis that I cut from that one on the backyard, on the back porch. But I've learned that if you, when the amaryllis opens, if you cut off the stamen. I just cut it off like this. You can, cut it more back. The flower will live longer. So as soon as that comes out and that stamen is there, I cut it off, and then it stays open. So that made all of, because it seems like the amaryllis, you get one flower, you might get two, but then if another one starts growing, the other one starts to die. So this is so cool. So I actually have 3 beautiful flowers. I don't know if this guy will open or not since I, took him off the mama plant. We'll see. But what I did was I cut the stem, and then I filled the stem. With water, and then I stuck some cotton in the bottom of it to kind of keep that water in there, and then I put it in the little jar, and now I have a cut flower, and this will last a long time. I think, didn't it last about a week? I think it was about a week. But it's just so pretty. So anyways, so I wanted to share that. Maybe you didn't know you could do that. So how was that? What was your favorite? I have, my monkey tails are always a favorite because they're just so cute and unique. But I love the echeveria. I love my string of hearts. I love all the string things. The string of pearls, I have a love-hate relationship with them. You look at them and sometimes they die. But my variegated one, when it came, it had little flowers, and I didn't even know they flowered. So I hope that it gets happy enough again that it will get some flowers on it. But anyway, so let me know if you are as crazy about plants as I am, and if you had a favorite. Or maybe you have tips, right? Maybe you go, oh, if you do this or that, because I'm always trying different things. So make sure you let me know what works for you or what didn't. Maybe you'll have a plant that you go, oh, I recommend this plant, and I'll have to try to find it. So hopefully you enjoyed that. All right, so I'm going to say see you later, alligator, and I will see you Monday for my mimeograph my day with a twist, and that will be at 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you then. All right. Bye for now.